Welcome back to the Gritworks podcast. This is the podcast where we dig and dive deep into real estate strategy and the mindset that fuels success. My name is Derek, and today we're talking about something that will make or break your career in 2025, and that's marketing. If you've been wondering how you can stand out in a crowded market, attract the clients you actually want to work with, and grow your business while staying super authentic, then you're in the right place. Marketing isn't just an add-on to your business, it is your business. And in 2025, I would argue that it's the most important thing that you can be doing as an agent is always be marketing. Today, we're going to cover why marketing matters, how to build a strong foundation, and the common mistakes that agents make, and the tactical strategies you can start using right now to dominate in your marketplace. Let's just jump right on into it. Why does marketing matter so much right now? In 2025, I believe the real estate market is ever evolving and changing so quickly because competition has never been more fierce than what it is right now. There's so many companies out there vying for our clients, and our clients are truthfully more informed than they ever have been. And most buyers and sellers are doing research long before they even think about contacting an agent. I think the most recent stat that the NAR released is that the moment that someone thinks about moving, it takes about 18 months for them to actually move. And if you're on a big lead team, let's say you work RDC or Zillow leads, you're getting them in the final stages of that process. They're starting and doing their research long before we ever think about contacting an agent. So that means your online presence and your marketing materials and your reputation has to work for you 24/7. Think about it like this. When someone Googles top real estate agent near me or best agent or whatever they're going to search for, is your name going to come up? When they scroll through Instagram and see agents talking about the market, will they stop and watch your content, or will they just keep on scrolling? Marketing is how you answer those questions. Here's the reality. If you're not marketing consistently, you're invisible. It doesn't matter how good you are at closing deals if people don't know you exist. So how do you start? With a solid marketing foundation. And no, I'm not talking about having to have the fanciest of websites or the most followers on social media. It's just about clarity, consistency, and connection. I think about this book, Dare to Lead, that Brené Brown wrote. If you've not read the book, it's a fantastic book on leadership. But one of the things that she said in the book is clear is kind and kind is clear. We have to get crystal clear on our unique value proposition. What sets you apart? Are you the go-to agent for first-time home buyers? Are you the expert in luxury homes? Or maybe you're known as the deep market knowledge expert in a super hyper local neighborhood or area. Whatever it is, make it well known and clear that that is the backbone of all of your marketing efforts. When you release marketing material, it should be all about your UVP. What brings you the most joy and what sets you apart from everybody else in the industry. Second, consistency is probably the most important thing. It is the keystone of successful marketing. Is we don't have to be on every platform, but you do have to show up regularly on the platforms that we choose to work with. So whether it's Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, email newsletters, whatever the channel or the mode of delivery, just have a cadence and commitment to posting consistently. Then we have to focus on connection. Marketing isn't about pushing content out there, pushing listings, pushing whatever it might be. It's about truly building relationships. We have to share stories. We have to answer questions, and we have to engage with our audience. The more connected people feel to you, the more likely they're going to trust you with one of the biggest decisions that they will make, not only this year, but probably in their life, because buying a home is arguably one of the most expensive decisions that people have to face day in and day out. That's the second thing I wanted to talk about. The third is the power of localized marketing, which is a super powerful tool that we could have in our arsenal. In real estate, it's all about the hyper local expertise. We can follow amazing people on Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn and Facebook, and we can follow them on YouTube and get all of their insights. But if they're not hyper local, that really doesn't matter. So what I would challenge you into thinking about is what content speaks directly to your local market. Is it neighborhood spotlights? Is it new restaurants going in? Is it market trends? Is it school ratings or amenities? Is it community events? What are the things that are happening inside your communities, inside your neighborhoods that you can be sharing and spotlighting on social? I believe when you become the agent who knows everything about a specific area, you become the agent that people think of when they're ready to make a decision. I heard this great line from a really good friend of mine that came up and worked with our team. His name is Doug. He did some training with our team a few months ago, and we actually interviewed him in one of the podcasts a couple episodes back. And he said something, and it has just stuck with me. He said, they don't have to necessarily work with us, but they have to recognize that we exist. And that's super powerful. Like the market, the community, buyers, sellers, they can choose not to work with us, but they can't not recognize that we're here and that we exist and that we are an option on the table. And so if our marketing is driving that thought process that it doesn't really matter what happens, but they have to recognize that we are existing, then honestly, I believe you're doing your job perfectly. Here's an easy way to start when we think about hyper-local marketing is pick one neighborhood. Maybe it's a neighborhood that you live in or a community. Maybe it's a sub-segment of a city that you want to dominate and create a series of content posts, videos, shorts, highlighting what makes it so special. Then share it everywhere. Share it on social media, in your email newsletters, and conversations, on literally anything that you can post it and share the news on, get it out there, but then monitor it. You have to be able to track what's working and what's not. If you could create the best content out there and you're sharing it on certain platforms and not getting any engagement back, then it's all for nothing. So you have to be able to track what's working and what's not. And you dive so much deeper into what's working and you're able to let go of what's not. I believe that reels and shorts are probably the most impactful thing that could elevate your name in your local market. But if you realize that you're getting way more traction in email marketing, then go deeper into email marketing. It's being able to track the successes within your specific market and within your database on what your people appreciate and will interact with the most. I would say you have to engage with the community. You have to attend the events and support local businesses and show up where your clients are going to be. The more visible you are, again, they have to recognize that we exist, the more top of mind that you will be when someone needs an agent. Now that we've covered the foundation, we're going to get into tactics with the tools that will help you market more effectively. If you're not using AI, we've probably talked about AI a pretty good amount on the podcast, like ChatGPT or Perplexity. You have to be leveraging AI to help you not only write engaging social media posts, captions, titles, meta descriptions, email campaigns, or brainstorm, but you have to be able to bounce ideas back off of ChatGPT or back off of AI. We can use Google Analytics. We can use Google Tag Manager to be able to tag or look through insights from the resources that we're putting out there. These tools help you determine what's working and what's not working. We want to pay attention to what post gets the most engagement, what our click-through rate is, what's being the most beneficial and what's not. We can A/B test the successes to find out what's the most impactful. We have to make data-driven decisions. We can't just make decisions off feel in marketing, because if we make decisions just strictly based off of feel and what we want to do, then I would say you'd literally be better off just walking outside and pouring some gasoline on money and lighting it on fire. But if we're going to use data to back up our decision-making process and use it as leverage to make decisions on where we're going to go next or what we're going to do next, then I would say you are acting in such good momentum in your business and you're leveraging the income, the dollars to be able for it to replicate. Because ultimately with marketing, and an investment with marketing is we want it to have high ROI. What would your business look like if you were able to put $1 into marketing, but it printed out $3 in marketing? So for every $1,000 you invested, you made $3,000 off of it. That would be pretty special. And I would argue that a lot of agents have figured that formula out. And you can figure that out too. Visually, we have to think about the power of visuals. High quality photos, professional photography, virtual tours, that can all set you apart. So we talked about AI, ChatGPT. So platforms like Canva make it really easy to create polished graphics. And then you can also use apps like CapCut to help you edit short form videos for Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Here's the takeaway. We have to leverage these tools to save us time, to create better contact, and to get it in front of the right audience. At the end of the day, we are realtors. We're real estate agents. Our best and highest use of time is being with our clients, either helping them navigate the buying process or consulting with them on the best marketing strategy, the best way to sell their home. Truthfully, our job is not content marketers, but we can leverage tools. If we don't have someone on staff to do that for us, we can leverage tools to save us time so that we can be client interacting and client facing more often. So what do we not do? Even the best intentions can lead to wasted efforts. So if you're making these common mistakes, I would encourage you to recognize it and then maybe make a commitment to yourself on why you're not going to do that anymore. Mistake one is inconsistency. If you post once a month and it just disappears, then you're not building trust. Consistency is what keeps you top of mind. Mistake number two is you're always only selling. If your posts are just listed and just sold, where it's great because you're proving that you know what you do, you're not giving them a reason to engage. So I would say mix in educational content, behind the scene moments or client success stories. So that way you seem more than someone who just listed and just sold. We have to give a little personality to our marketing. Mistake number three is ignoring engagement. It's not about broadcasting on a megaphone. It's about a conversation. So when people comment on your social post or they send you a DM, respond back to them. Make people feel seen. The fourth is not investing. I would say your competition in your local marketplace is spending money on marketing. And if you are not, you're falling behind. So whether it's boosting posts on Instagram or hiring a professional photographer or having someone help you make videos, that marketing is an investment into your growth. It's an expense into your growth. What can you do right now to level up your marketing games? Here's some practical strategies. The first is creating educational content that converts. So create content that solves the biggest problems for your audience. So blog posts may be about the top 5 mistakes that first-time home buyers make, or videos explaining the buying process or selling process. Educate. Educational content builds trust and positions you as the expert. I would say you have to double down on video. Short form videos are dominating social media right now. How many of us just scroll through Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or TikTok just to decompress? A lot of us do. So those platforms are huge opportunities where people are just scrolling and thumbing through. And if we can create captivating content, we want to meet them where they are. I would say email marketing is creating a huge revival right now. So if we're not building an email list, I would say you have to start doing that and use it to share your market updates, your listings, your tips, your tricks. Email is not dead. It is one of the most direct ways that you can reach your audience. Client testimonials is extremely important. I would say collecting Google reviews is one of the most impactful things that you can do to help you increase your ranking on Google organically. So I would say don't be afraid to ask clients for a review. I would say they'll be happily to give it to you. And a happy client review is worth its weight in gold. So don't miss those opportunities. Collaborate locally. Collaborate and partner with local businesses to cross-promote. They'll be helping you promote your business and you can help them promote their business. So teaming up with a local coffee shop to host a buyer or seller workshop or highlighting their business in social media not only helps them, but I promise you it will help you in return as well. We're going to wrap it up today by talking about why marketing is worth the effort. Great marketing builds trust before you ever meet the client. It shortens the sales cycle because people already see you as the expert, and it attracts higher quality clients who are ready to work with you. There is nothing better, in my opinion, than a new client reaching out saying they want to work with you, and when they share their experience with others, I almost want it to be where they have to say, I feel like my agent already knew me or that I already knew them before we ever met because they followed you on social media. They followed you through all the marketing that you're doing. They can build a connection with you before they ever meet you. And that is probably one of the highest compliments that you could get from a potential client. Marketing is not an expense. It is truly an investment. Every dollar you spend on marketing, every hour you put into creating content, it's helping you build your reputation and grow your business. Eventually, the investment you make into marketing will start doubling and tripling and quadrupling into dollar in equals dollars out. I've seen agents transform their business through coaching and through commitment and consistency, through high-level qualities of marketing to make a lasting impact on their business. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that you can do the same if you just make it a priority of your business. Here's my challenge to you. Take one action today to improve your marketing. Maybe it's planning your next social media post or series. Maybe it's filming a quick video or creating a piece of content localized to your hypermarket. Start small, but start now. Thanks for tuning into GritWorks today. If you found this episode helpful, share it with another agent who's ready to step up their marketing game in 2025. Remember, the best agents aren't just selling homes. They're building brands. So keep on growing, and I'll see you next time. This episode of the GritWorks podcast is sponsored by the Caldwell Group at eXp Realty, a real estate team in Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, Ohio. The Caldwell Group is one of the top teams in the Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati markets that strives to produce results for their clients that they're working with. Their agents are top of the line when it comes to all new technology, understanding the market, and presenting results and value to clients. So if you are in the market in the Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati area to either learn more about what your home might be worth in today's market, or just learning about the market in general and what it looks like to buy or sell in the market today, then hit us up in the comments below. We would love to reach out and talk with you more and share with you all the things that are happening inside Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you to the Caldwell Group for sponsoring today's episode.